This story comes to us from MSN.com. Now, there was another shooting in Greenwood, Indiana. It was at a mall. And let me tell you something. I've been talking a lot about gun control and how the politicians want to tighten the gun laws and make it more difficult to get a gun. Well, if you do that, you're not going to have stories like this. If you make it harder for law-abiding citizens to get guns, you're not going to have stories like this one, where police identified and applauded the 22-year-old who shot and killed a gunman who opened fire on a Greenwood, Indiana shopping mall. The gunman killed 3 people before being killed himself, and he was identified Monday as 20-year-old Jonathan Sapperman. My reading skills are great, ain't they? Alicia, I hope I said that name right. Alicia Dicken shot and killed Sapperman 2 minutes after the rampage started, Greenwood Police Chief James Ison said at Monday's news conference. Greenwood Mayor Mark Myers said, "Our city, our community, and our state is grateful for his heroism in this situation. He's a young man processing a lot. I ask that you give him space and time to be able to process what he's gone through last night." The Johnson County coroner also identified the 3 people who were killed in the shooting: 30-year-old Victor Gomez and married couple Pedro Pineda and Rosa Rivera de Pineda, 56 and 37 respectively. Now, Ison, the chief, told ABC News, "I am 100% certain many more people would have died last night if it was not for his heroism. The young man had his wits about him, acted very quickly." The suspect, Sapperman, had over 100 rounds of ammunition with him, but fired just 24 bullets before being shot by Dicken, police said. The suspect brought 3 guns with him to the mall, but only used a 6-hour M400 rifle, which he purchased legally in March. People are going to, he purchased legally, so you got to tighten them gun controls. But if you tighten the gun laws, then Dicken might not have had a gun. You see where I'm going with this? Now, Sapperman allegedly left behind another semi-automatic rifle in the mall bathroom, where he was seen on surveillance footage for an hour before the shooting. He purchased that weapon legally in March of 2021. A pistol was also found on his body. Says that Gomez and the Pinedas were shot while eating dinner at the food court. In addition to those who were killed, a 22-year-old woman was shot in the leg, and a 12-year-old girl suffered a minor wound after a bullet fragment ricocheted off the wall and hit her in the back. But, here's one where this guy was legally carrying as well. This Sapperman comes in there, starts firing. What does Dicken do? Takes him out. A citizen. A good citizen. Legally carrying. That's right. Sapperman got a good Dicken from Dicken. With lead. And that's a good thing. I'm not all for people getting killed or people dying, but if you're going to go in there and start shooting innocent people having dinner in the food court, and you get shot by a citizen and you die, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the world's smallest violin that says, "My heart bleeds for you." In other words, who cares? Get out of here. Good riddance to you. Thank you, Dicken, for being a hero, because he did. He took him out before the police even arrived. Now, let's say, again, I'm going to reiterate this. I'm sorry for talking a lot, but I have to get this out here at the end. If he wasn't able to purchase a gun because of stricter gun laws, Dicken may have been one of the statistics, or there may have been more people shot and killed before the police arrived. What I'm trying to say is, politicians, stop trying to tighten gun control laws. Stop trying to make it more difficult to get guns, and make it more difficult for criminals to be released back on the streets.